Well, good morning, my friends. What is up? It's your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration video for today. If we are keeping tracking, guess what? We are keeping track. It is day number 59. Ooh, almost to day 60. Awesome. I cannot believe it. So grateful and so thankful for everyone's consistent support and watching these videos and consistent engagement. It has been incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I hope you are doing well today. You are making it the most fantastic day ever. And if you find that you're needing just a little bit of a boost of some extra motivation today, you just kind of feel like you're lagging, and just need a little bit of a boost. I hope that this video serves to help you to feel just a little bit better, maybe 1 to 3% better. Let's stretch it to 4%. Okay. Just a little bit better for today. All right. So without further ado, let us get into it. So, at the time of this recording, today is Saturday. I call Saturdays self-care Saturdays. And we just had an incredible week. It's pretty much just been the last full week of June of of our programming, inside of the community of practice that I'm in. So what I decided to do for today's video is do a little bit of a weekly review, kind of what we have been what we concentrate on inside of our community of practice for this week and everything, and some overall themes that we've had actually for basically this month actually as well. All right, so let us kind of get into that. I'm calling it the weekly review time. All right, so let's go through this. So on Monday, this past Monday, we talked about managing overwhelm, and how managing overwhelm can really help all of us. On Tuesday, we talked about anticipatory anxiety and what that is, and different ways that we can help with our anxiety. And on Wednesday, we talked about authenticity and self-love, what that looks like, standing in our own authentic selves, but also keeping in mind with self-love and everything. And then Thursday we talked about self-awareness, how really important and vital that is for all of us. Okay. And then yesterday we talked about this interconnectedness and this connection between the mind, the body, and the soul, and the spirit. So we got into some awesome stuff this week. Okay. So when we talk about kind of managing overwhelm and anticipatory anxiety, what these do is these kind of address the mental and emotional well-being. We also tended to really focus on coping mechanisms as well as resilience. And that's really what we kind of think about when you think about, managing overwhelm, anticipatory anxiety, all of that. All right. When we talk about the authenticity and self-love and light, and also self-awareness, what these do is this helps us kind of delve into more of an interest. We come more from introspection. We talk about more about introspection and self-acceptance, as well as kind of understanding our true self. And that is also something that is really important. All right. The mind, the body, and the soul spirit connection. This is something this encompasses the interconnectedness of all aspects of a person's being. Okay, which literally is at the cornerstone of holistic well-being. All right, so we got deep this week. We a lot of the topics and themes of everything from this week were really deep, and some overall themes, of course, for this week, and actually for all of this month, inside of the month of June. We've been really focusing on holistic well-being as well as personal growth. So June has been a spectacular month. And it's just been incredible. So what I want to do is kind of issue just a little bit of a challenge, or if anyone kind of needed a journal prompt for today, and as today is self-care Saturday at the time of this recording, finding ways to, figure out what we need for our self-care. And if writing is one of those things, I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a journal prompt, just something to kind of think about. When we kind of think about, all of those topics and ideas that I talked about, like managing overwhelm, the anticipatory anxiety, self-awareness, authenticity, the mind, body, soul, and spirit connection, all of that. If you would like, if you're comfortable, maybe do some free writing about any of those topics or ideas, if any one of them stood out to you. and how they can kind of relate to your own wellness journey. Kind of maybe something that you're going through right now. And an example, as I said, there could be something you're going through right now, and managing overwhelm is something that really really speaks to you. Or you find that you're having, like a lot of, anxiety, about something, and you find that it's really kind of like overbearing and kind of ruling, your life and everything, and it's making life a little bit hard to live because you have this anxiety that's like hello, all in you. So maybe talking about this idea of anticipatory anxiety would be something that would suit you. So how any of these may kind of relate to your own wellness journey. And I kind of invite you, if you want to, feel free to, share any of your insights or anything that you may be going through right now. If you feel comfortable, you can share them with me, down in the comments. You can get with me on social media, email, however you feel comfortable doing that. If you'd like to, again, that's just because through with all of these themes and with all of this going on, ooh, I'm finding that a lot of what we've talked about this week, a lot of what we've actually been talking about in June, as a whole, really really resonates with me. So I'm definitely gonna, maybe take some time out, to do some pre-writing about all of these. And the thing is, I do a lot of, journaling and writing literally every single day. So it's something that really really helps me. So that's just a little bit of an invitation, if it's something that you like to do. We can, if you want, to share, we can kind of bounce ideas off of each other. We can speak with each other, uplift one another, keep one another accountable. Because I tell you, life is a journey of learning, in a sense. So what I also want to do inside of your morning motivation video for today, I wanted to include a song for today, and I love this song. It's Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, and I really, really wanted to include that today because this past week was June 25th, was the day actually that Michael Jackson passed away. He passed away back in 2009. This year, at time of recording, it is 2025. So I'm like, whew, 16 years since Michael Jackson's been gone. That's a whirlwind for me, honestly. Um, but one of my favorite songs by him actually is Man in the Mirror. And this song is literally about personal transformation being the key to positive change. Finding ways to look within all of us and take responsibility for our actions or our inactions, you know, and making these choices that can lead to a better world. And I think positive personal transformation for all of us is really, really paramount. All right. So it's something that's really, really important and really, really powerful. So if you get a chance to listen to that song today, I definitely say do it, or even look at the lyrics to it. It's really, really powerful. All right. So with that also being said, did Seth complete his goal for yesterday? Thinking. Well, my goal for yesterday is I want to look into 3 choirs that I found because I really want to get back into music. I want to get back into singing because singing music is one of my passions. And guess what? I got that done. All right. I was able to get that done, and whew, things are moving, let's just say. So I'm really, really excited about that. So my goal for today, I have a to-do list of 12 things. There are 12 things on my to-do list. I'm actually now even thinking about, there's now actually 13, now that I'm thinking about it. So what I would like to do for today, and it's a big goal, but try and get half of the things on my to-do list done. And as I said, my total list includes 12 things, and now in my head, I'm now just thinking of something else. It now actually includes 13 things. So I'm going to try and get 6 things on my list done today. Now, it is something that is a big goal, especially, I'm finding that if I have like a larger to-do list, sometimes it can get overwhelming for me. We're talking about like managing overwhelm. It can get very overwhelming for me, but I find for me, if I start kind of breaking things up into little chunks, just taking my time, having some music on while I'm doing specific and certain things, it's something that really, really helps me. So I will actually also ask you, when you have a lot of things to do and everything, and you're finding that you're anxious about it, is like, how the heck am I going to get all this done? What are some things also that you do in order to kind of help yourself, to be able to get things done? If you want to, put those down in the comments, go with me on social media, let me know. We can, again, like, bouncing ideas off of each other, you know, because it's something that I'm actually also going through too. And as I said, I got a to-do list that's quite large. Okay, so figuring out kind of steps, the things that I can do, for myself in order to make things easier on myself. All right, so that'll about do it for your morning inspiration video for the day. And just as a little teaser, tomorrow for your day number 60 video, I love it, we're going to be doing a preview of some of the things that we're going to be talking about inside of our community practice in July. So definitely tune in tomorrow. Definitely tune in tomorrow to find out what we're going to be talking about in July. Also to see if I got half of the things done on my to-do list as well. All right. So with that being said, I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward. You are incredible. You are worth it. Okay. If we stop and if we give up, we will never know if that miracle was just around the corner. Don't quit before the miracle happens. It's down the ticker on the bottom. All right. Also, I will say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your huge, amazing, big dreams and goals, my friends. Okay. Thank you so much for watching your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you, you know what I'm about to say. I will see you, my baby. You cute. I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.